How many times? 13 times. Count and press 13 times. So number has been displayed -1. 1 has been displayed into 3558. Now press equal to. What's the answer? 1.935. Square root na you have pressed double so be careful while doing it. Okay. Got the thing as how it works? We'll write the procedure now. Focus. Press it off.
There is the last one didn't work.
What? Gave no answer. Did answer? I mean, the thing for work for 1000. When you got the answer 3.001, check. We have pressed the root many times, or one extra or one. Okay. We'll try one more. Give me some random number. Give me some random number. 74. No, let's go to the 3 digits. 136 into 130. Okay, 136. Fine. Try this. Log 136. So you do what? You type the thing first. Type 136. Type. What do you press 13 times? Square root symbol 13 times. Count and press.
2.13.
After pressing 13 times, you do -1, then into 3558, press equals 2.134.
Yes.
Okay. So you usually take after the point 2 to 3 digits. Okay. If it is after the point, if it is 2 to 3 zeros, you can round it off. But here you can't round it off because there is no zero there. It starts at 2.134. Okay. So by chance, let's assume that the answer was 2.004. Then I'll round it off to 2. That's how it works. Okay. Keep this in mind. Next. Write the procedure now. Step 1. Step 1. To find log and anti-log. Hey. Type the number. Okay, what I'm dictating right now is for log. Okay. Step 2. Press square root 13 times. So write like this. Square root 13 times. You still using a camera. Camera is not there. And webcam is not there. Phonos is good, but
Music, voice. There's a solution.
none similar.
Suddenly internet only.
But I mean, I use microphone. Different ones.
Headphones.
Or I have a mic also.
So I remember seeing it.
Basically, sir's starting a channel. So I think that's how we ordered everything. Yeah. Square 13 times root. Next step, -1. -1. Write the symbol directly. -1. Step number 3, I guess. Into 3558. Into next step into 3558. Now, guys, again, depending on a calculator model. See, basically, let's say today you're using this model, but for example, you didn't take a calc, you're using some of the model. After pressing 3558, there are few calculators which will display the answer directly. Okay. In that case, don't press the equal to. It will give you a different answer. Just after pressing 3558, look for a second if it is displaying 3558 or some other number. If it is only displaying 3558, at that point of time, press an equal to. Getting it? You'll have to look at the model. It keeps varying from model to model. Okay. Now, the exact opposite will be for anti-log. Okay. So rather than extending as anti-log, we'll try this. One hint we'll try. Focus here. Look at the board. If log 100 is equal to 2, which means anti-log of 2 is equal to 100. Correct. So this answer we know. We'll try anti-log by starting with the number 2 then. Okay. So just type 2. If it should display 2. Now read the 4th step in your thing.
2, 3, 2, 1.
Wait. Okay. You won't do that. No. Division. Into becomes divide. Okay. Divide by 3558. Now see, what number is being displayed? Is it 3558? Only if it is displaying 3558, then press equal to. Some answer I getting? Wait one second. No, whatever. Look at the third step, the third, -1. Here, opposite, +1. Again, if it is displaying 1 only, then press equal to. Now some answer I getting. Now, after the third step, what we're supposed to press square root 13 times. Now listen, what is supposed to do? Look at two buttons. Can you find into and equal to? You know, don't press. Can you find into and equal to? Into is there, no? Equal to is also there, no? Equal to cuts there, no? Equal to. You know, press. It is equal to. Now see, for anti-log, it's always a combination. For log, only one button 13 times. But for anti-log, it's a combination. The combination has to happen 13 times. So focus. So if I'm not wrong, the number which is being displayed on your screen is 1.0005 or whatever. Correct. The next combination 13 times. Listen here. How to press? Into equal, once done. Into equal, twice done. Into equal, thrice done. So 13th time when you press equal to, you get the answer. So I do it right. So into equals, once done. Start now. Into equal, the combination has to go on for 13 times. $99 point. Round it off. 100. Round it. 100 no? So that's how you guys will get the answer. Okay. Anti-log, once you guys solve the class table, it's very difficult. Fine. You will have to do n number of procedures in order to get the answer. Fine. This, I mean, because it's your first year, you're taking some time. After some point of time, you get used to it. Obviously, if log 1000 is equal to 3, anti-log of 3 gives you 1000. We'll try for 3. So what do you do? Again, guys, one more thing. Sums has been displayed. No, let's say first time you attempted it, you got the answer wrong. Example. Okay, let's say you have a total answer. What people do, they press 3 next directly. No. Switch it off and then press. Getting it? You might feel such a lame advice on all these things, but at the end of the day, what people just press 3, they're gonna get some very weird answer. But what they think the weird answer is correct is what they think, because you'll be solving numerical equations. Okay, in physics. So make sure you guys always, if you feel the answer is wrong, or if you feel you press the button one lesser time, switch it off and then start off, restart it. Hardly, once you guys get used to it, no, you will not take more than 30 seconds to get the answer. Okay. Now try for 3. Anti-log. You will type what number? You will type 3 first. Here it is division. But with what number? 3558. Now look into your screens. If it is 3558 is being seen, then don't do anything. I mean, so then press equal to. Some answer I getting. For log, it was -1. It is anti-log. So it will be +1, opposite. Once you add +1, you're going to get some answer. Once you get some answer, the combination, can do the combination. What are you supposed to do? Into equal to how many times? 13 times. Count and do. $996.5. Nearest 0, nearest 100 is 1000. What do you think as how it works? Fine. Got it now. Okay. Then take a try. Another number. Usually, such big numbers won't be asked for anti-log. It will be in points only. I'll give you a similar question. What will be asked? Try for. I'll tell you again. Don't expect the answer to be question to be direct. They will never ask you find the anti-log of this. Example. Let's say you're trying to solve physics numericals. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth step there. Fifth step, you will get the answer as anti-log of 0.3010. This is what you get. So all these things is regular formula, your substitution, you're gonna get some answer, all these things are there. You will get stuck here. At this point of time, what people do, they ask for the class table and then start solving. I'm not even kidding. You check your teacher, I mean your student, your classmates. These steps they take around 4 to 5 minutes. From here to get one more answer, which is nothing but using a calculator, 30 seconds, they'll take more than 5 minutes. Only for this step. Okay. Whereas using a calculator, less than 30 seconds. So in this case, you're trying to find anti-log of what? 0.3010. Right? Write the thing first as it is. 0.3010. Yeah. And hey. 0.3010.
1.9.
Round 2. Okay. Remember, somewhere like the text standard log 2 is equal to 0.3010. If log 2 is equal to 0.3010, anti-log of this will come 2. Ring 2. Okay. Alright. Done. People online, if you're using your phone, you're not gonna get the answer. See, I can tell you how to use the phone also and get the answer. The problem is you can't carry phones in your college. Okay. See, what people tell is you can't type that square root 13 times on your phone. That's what people tell. On a calculator, what you do, you write the number and then type it. No. On your phone, you type 13 times and then write the number. In that case, it will work. But end of the day, you're not carrying your phones to your college. You're only carrying your calculators. We'll try a few more. Okay. I'll mix and give right now. No doubt as to how it works. Okay, I think before that, we'll finish the procedure. To find anti-log, no, we learned this in Jain college. There was a place we had learned trick how to switch off the calculator. Now, if you press on or off, you get 0 then. We had learned how to switch off a calculator.
There's some number.
Yeah, there's some kind of combination. That was the whole thing. Watch YouTube video, learn 100 tricks and most of it. Yeah. Procedure we like to find anti-log. Step 1. Type the number. That's important, first of all. Step 2, divided by 3558. Don't you think the only thing you're supposed to remember for anti-log or log is that number called as 3558? That is one. Done. Step number 3, +1. Step number 4, the combination. What's the combination? Into equal to, right? Into equal to how many times? 13 times. Okay. After combination is done, only supposed to get the counter, or else it's gonna get wrong. Show you the answer, no? The only number supposed to remember is 3558. Get that number properly, and you'll be able to score properly. That's how it works. Please use this while solving. Okay. Again, as I told you, I hope you guys understand where it will be asked, not directly. Somewhere after solving a question, it will be asked. Fine. I'll give you a set of questions.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, can you please repeat the fourth step? I didn't catch it.
Fourth step, 1 second. You press into and equal to this combination 13 times. Got that? Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Thanks.
The solving it there, I mean, you just try it off there, or else, I mean, because if you're not getting the answer, I can actually show it as to how it works. Okay.
So then if you how to do with the book, because in CAT we can't get calculators.
CAT book.
Then how to do the
Come on, we'll have to guess the answer. I tell you how to guess the answer. CAT notebook. From your side, pen is allowed. That's all. Can't even wear shoes. You didn't know. You can't even wear shoes for a college exam. Copy if not from Chiptech for corporate exam. There you sit, there you figure out something. That's how it is. You can't sit and you can't carry chips and all. You can't wear your shoes to your college exam. You get to know. The month of July or August will be there, no? Barefoot, no, I suppose you wear slides or sandals and go. Barefoot, you write exam. What the government college you're writing? Barefoot. Why are you sitting at home today? Very good. Perfect. Okay, but large catalog about it. Right. Sorry. Right. You actually know that you can't wear shoes. JEE exam, I was shoes and went. They made me remove the shoes right there. Because you wear socks also. So then take the shape. I would say. JEE. JEE is called JW. Yeah, I wrote. Wait, it's not right. Yeah, we wrote. No. By that time, I got off seat in college. So actually,
Sir, why to the right hand?
IT.
Which one did you go to?
Where? Engineering. I didn't go to college anyway because COVID hit. So in that case, you know, got lucky. So I had to go to college for the last 1 year, which is your 4th year. 4th year, nothing happens in college. You get attendance if you are a part of some kind of fest or something. I didn't go. So to be precise, I'm a 12th pass because COVID. In that case, you guys skipped your 6th and 7th standard. 7th and 8th. Nothing to learn about, getting the students. Sit that off and yeah.
Copy your teacher was staring at me. That's special.
So one time you're looking at it, that's how you feel. Screen, no, that's right. Yeah. First question. Log 18. Log 18. Right? It's log, guys, not anti-log. Log.
One
1.251. I think 27 are almost.
255.
1.25 is important. Data are not looking. I told you 3 just because for safety side, what they consider we call the first 2 digits. Got it done? Okay. Next. Try anti-log of 0.4771. I'll repeat that. 0.4771. Where did they put us there? Where did they put us? 4771 there. Two point 996. What are you getting?
2.97.
97.
777.
77. Game ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯೋ?
1.73.
Useless fellow. Yes. That is why don't use 2 hands to tap on equal and equal to. You will never have that conscious mind. So use the same hand. What are you getting? To 3, you tell you how does it points out? 2.9999. Round it off. Log 3. I mean 3 basically. 2 point it should be 99 only something. 2.99 only should be after rounding out it has to be 3. Now you guys remember that log 2 was 0.3010. Log 3 was 0.4771. Getting it? So the answer is 3. You will round it off if the answer looks somewhat like this 2.996, 997, 998. Keep rounding it off. Anything which is more than 5 with the third digit, completely round it off.
Sir, I'm getting 2.27.
27 now. This is original calculator. But don't worry. Apart from it, 1.4.
I got log 18 correct, sir.
0.4771. 0.4771. What the procedure? Anti-log. Divide by
3.355.
Then
Plus 1.
into equals
30.
I think it's not working because of plastic cover actually. I feel. Your pressing it is not being felt there.
There are rules.
Perfect data. Repeat the procedure again. First is
Divide by 355. Plus 1.
plus 1
Into a plus 35.
the pressing thing is not being felt there. Okay. Hey, nothing will happen. 100 rupees calendar to buy. What makes sense now?
Then
How much
go
you
and
buy?
buy the
600 bucks, right?
I told him to buy the
100 rupees only, that only. Yeah.
260 still local.
He bargained all. So this
So
guy
wait,
got ego issue and he came.
Or find it somewhere else. Straight into so that they get it control.
Metro.
No, we got
To metro.
Shanti Nagar must have. Wholesale metro. Wholesale.
You want.
Reliance was there. Before Reliance was there, now metro.
Reliance and all. Man, you think somebody two done. Third one. Try log 7. These questions I'm giving because in numerical these keep coming up each and every time. Diraj, working Diraj? Hold on, Diraj, you know? Laptop. Not attending. What are you using? Are you using your phone or Galaxy?
0.845.
845. Madra, think it. Hey, that is a.
So what the answer? 8.845.
Guys, actually, okay, this only works crazy. You should have bought this.
60. That's why you know what he did me say. Numbers will be too small. You can't use it. I was.
This works like crazy. Can buy one, just get this one. Like it works all the time. It works and it's OG also. Okay. This is the only calculator which is OG and works properly. 0.845. Ashin? Okay, next. There's one more number which keeps getting repeated. Log 36. Went on and put that one. No,
It was in my home. I didn't buy one.
Five by 6.
The third one, not 7.
0.9. Yeah, 9.
0.8.
8 starting at 9. 3 2 9s. Then
So what's the question?
1.556. Answer. Oh, question.
Log 80.
hey,
Sorry.
36. What? Find a metal log
36.
36. I know. 3 will be for log 1000 some change. What are you finding there? How are you getting 3 point something? That is in the correct 3 point in per chance say did you divide by 12 or something? What are you trying to do? If it is even if you press it too many times, it should become less. You should become more. Okay. Yeah, actually. Okay, fine. Ignore that. Next question. Log 45.
1.65.
Data. 1.65 guys.
Check this out. 1.65.
People online 1.653. Check that. Okay. People who have started, you know what time college gets over? College timings.
23:25.
Average 4.
Lab.
Hey, yeah, lab with them.
We don't have that.
But 4 o'clock. What are you doing for?
Where the food does it?
What for? Nothing you did. What is you in college doing?
What is it?
Till 3 o'clock. Those are boys. What time? What time? If lab is there 3, lab is not there 2. 8. Oh.
Monday to Thursday. 7th is there, it will go up 3:25. What is it? 7th?
7th hour.
7th.
Fresh. What do you want at college?
8:20.
Daily. Daily.
Except Saturday. Saturday is
12:30. You're going to college Saturday.
because Saturday full day. Sir.
Because you always are working on alternate Saturdays, no?
Yes.
What about
Second
you?
Saturday and fourth Saturday.
Till 12:30.
We'll have college.
You're not 30 minutes. No, I think you have alternate days. Alternate Saturdays. One Saturday full day, next Saturday holiday.
Second and fourth.
Chill. Till you go to college. Next, anti-log. Fine. 0.771. Anti-log. Start off with question from tomorrow. Because one thing is good enough. I think tomorrow we'll do math. Okay? I'll start with math and tomorrow we'll do it.
5.9.
I think 5.98 might be right. 5.98. Okay, then I think you can round it off. Almost 6. What are you getting? 5.98. Done.
23.65.
Even the book, no, which you showed me that trigonometry.
13 times what I'm getting. It's directly going.
Once you get,
No, other than pressing it 4 or less.
you can't press 13 times properly. Let me tell you. This is skill issue. This is. You can't press one button 13 times. Text part ke log. Okay, fast like that.
I don't have text that much.
Okay. Next. Understood that?
Over here.
Next. I gave it 0.777. I gave it, no? Try. 1.
Now,
Anti-log. Why you realize education not college?
no?
Did you go to college? Why?
I wanted to go take commerce on the 9.99.
9.99. Mean there are double lines after the point, no? Which means write it off. Answer is correct. So anti-log of 1 is 10. That's how it works. So write that. Okay. You guys remember reciprocal ratios in trigonometry by any chance? No? I'll give you an example. Sin theta is a basic ratio. 1 by sin theta is cosecant theta. So cosecant and sin will be called as reciprocal ratio. Getting it? So for example, tan and cot are reciprocal ratios because 1 by cot will give you tan or 1 by tan will give you cot. Fine. Similarly, cos and secant will be reciprocal ratios. So there are three set of reciprocal ratios because totally we have only 6 ratios. Right? So 3 pairs meaning 3 times 2 gives you 6. Remember this. When all this used, trigonometry in first year initially it had to be difficult because nothing is matching your 10th standard. Initially, meaning with the first 3 to 4 classes in your college I talked about. Here I'll make sure that I said it properly. In the college, you'll find your first week of trigonometry to be kind of going on the head. Once you get set to it, it'll become easy. That's how it works. Okay. But what happens here is you will find a lot of different formulas are there for trigonometry. It is true. There are a lot of formulas. Each and every formula or each and every method has a trick. Okay. And tell you the trick, remember the thing using a trick method. That's it. Fine. Keep this in mind. Now we'll talk about something called as allied angles or figure all these words. Just remember the rule called as ASTC rule. Okay. ASTC rule. How it starts off, I tell you. There is something called as quadrants. I'm pretty sure you guys know nothing about it. It's completely fine. Just look at the word focus here. No problem. Okay. ASTC, there is a reason as to why they kept it in that specific, it has a specific meaning there. A means all. S means sine. T means tan. C means cos. Regular. Okay. So A means all the 6 ratios. S means sine. T means tan. C means cos. Not out here. The good thing here is, don't you think the meaning of A is very simple? S and C are nothing but basic ratios. Tan is the only thing which depends on both S and C. Getting it? So that's always remember. Right? So the hint is there in the name itself. Don't have to forget that A means all. What are the 2 basic ratios? Sine and cos. Both of them are involved, but it's just that not together. A small place is there in between. Where? What is sine by cos? Tan. Tan minus 60. That's the rule. Fine. How many letters are there? 4 letters are there. Just because there are 4 letters, we will learn something called as quadrants. The reason why we try to compare this rule to quadrant is because the answer is obviously no. Totally there are 4 letters. Any graph will have 4 quadrants. Therefore, 4 and 4, that's why quadrant is the best method. Now, what happens here is people draw the graph, the quadrant basically. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. They will name it also. So number it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, if you see, I am following in one order here. To be more precise, from your perspective, you tell me, clockwise or anti-clockwise? That's always anti-clockwise. Okay. So clockwise, anti-clockwise. Okay. So anti-clockwise, you're gonna follow the order. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think a lot of people make a mistake. They write 1 here. Wrong. Okay. All or 1 should always be on your right hand side. Okay. 1 and then move to the other side. Okay. Then continue the same class. Now, obviously, if I start numbering the letters there, A gets 1, S gets 2, T gets 3, cos gets 4. So I'll directly write A here, S here, T here, and C here. Any doubt till now? Till here, everybody will understand from college also. What people okay. So basically, everybody will write this. I'll tell you where people mess up. Okay. They'll mess up while writing the angles. I'm asking you guys one small question here. This angle is how much? Okay. That you guys know. Always understand. You start by writing the number 1 first, which is on the right hand side. You go near the first quadrant. You write 0 degrees. Got that? After 1, what number comes? 2 comes or 3 comes? 2 comes. So you move so much. How much angle did you cover here? 90. If this is 90, should be correct. So what's happening? You add 90 to this. You add 1 more 90 to this. If you add 90, it become 270. Correct. Again, common sense. For 270, if you add 90, it will become 360 or 360. Circle meaning where we start, we're supposed to stop there. Getting it? It is very important for us to write the angles along with the quadrants there. I'll repeat it. 1, 2, 3, 4, everybody will write. ASTC, everybody will write. Everybody, almost 90% of the people will get confused with respect to the angles there. Okay? Because they either skip 360 or they skip 0. Understand? This place should have 2 angles. Both 0 as well as 360. Start off 0 to 90, 90 to 180, 180 to 270. Covers up, comes back to 360 again. This meaning makes a lot of sense little later. Okay. Now, why are we trying to write the angles? I'll tell you. Fine. Before that, let's expand the names here. This means all. This means sine. This means tan. This means cos. Everybody knows this. Before starting off the class, I mean, right now about trigonometry, I asked you guys one thing. Do you guys know about reciprocal ratios? Correct. Can I find the reciprocal ratios for all? No. Ignore that. Let's go to sine. What is the reciprocal ratio of sine? Cosecant. So I'll write cosecant. Similarly, help me fill this. Tan will be cot. Tan and cot. It is not or, it is and. The sine and cosecant, tan and cot, cos and secant. But the thing is how it works. So should we mug up the second part? No, it's always the reciprocal ratio. That's how it works. Any doubt? No, or it's not. Why are we trying to write these ratios? It has a meaning. Quadrants is like borders. Okay. You guys know as to how the ratio functions, no? There'll be army people at the border telling, this is my country, that is your country. If you're gonna come here, we're gonna shoot you. That's how it works. Same concept here. First quadrant, second quadrant, third or fourth meaning. This is the boundary where all the things are positive. Okay, all the ratios are positive in this area. Now, when I go to area number 2, only sine and cosecant will be positive. Everything will be negative. Getting it? By chance, if I ask you in area 2, is tan positive or negative? It's negative. Okay, anything apart from sine and cosecant will be negative. So now do you realize why I'm writing both the names here? Both these will be positive. So if I, for example, if I ask you a question, cos in third quadrant is negative, positive. Cos negative. Cot positive. Cos negative. Getting it? Now, let's talk about same concept. If I come to fourth quadrant, secant is positive, negative. Positive. Let's talk about fourth quadrant again. Let's talk about cot now. Cot in the fourth quadrant is negative. Now, please do not be in the assumption that the ratios cannot go. Here, all 6 can be. Here also, all 6 can be. It's just that the question here is it positive or negative? By chance, let's say tan goes to the first quadrant. It is positive because anything in the first quadrant means positive. Now, there are 2 ways to remember the first quadrant. Focus. Only focus on the first quadrant here. So can I tell all the angles lying between 0 and 90 come under the first quadrant? Agree? Why? Because from 0 to 90, I am trying to play around in this area. Okay. Now focus. 90 to 180, whatever angle is there, it comes under the second quadrant. 180 to 270, third quadrant. 270 to 360, the fourth quadrant. That is how it works. But the irony here is they will not give a specific number. I'll tell you what I mean. They will not give you 45 degree. They won't give you 55 degree. They won't give that because common sense, everybody will write off that. Because 45 lies between 0 and 90, everybody will understand that the answer is all things are positive. They will not give you specific numbers. Instead of giving specific numbers, they will give you a different form. I'll tell you what the form is. They will be like 360 plus theta or 360 minus theta. At this point of time, it is going more than I realize. Don't get confused. Let's assume this to be the question. In the question, what angle are they talking about? What angle? 360 degrees. Find that in your marking. It is right here. Now you tell me for a second. You guys are traveling anti-clockwise like this. Agree here? If I add something to 360, it tends to go towards the first quadrant or come to the fourth quadrant. Think for a second. Because 360 or 0 both mean the same thing. If you're adding something to 0, it is going towards the first quadrant. But the thing is how it works. Now, let's talk about 360 minus theta. Again, what should you do? Go find the 360 first. You found it. Now it says what? Again, this is my question, guys. I will give this to you. Okay, you need not bug this up. It will be given to you. 360 minus theta. 360 is there, you find 360. Minus theta meaning it is going towards the fourth quadrant or the first quadrant. Fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, what and what are positive? Cos and secant is positive. Any doubt right now? No? If you have a doubt, just don't ask for the next 5 minutes. I'll finish it off giving a few more examples. You'll be able to understand. Okay, let's try a few more things. Let's try 90 minus theta and 90 plus theta. Let's try with both of them. Let's focus. 90. I go find the 90 first. I found it here. First question says minus theta. Think for a second. You're traveling like this. If it is minus, 90 goes toward the second quadrant or comes back to the first quadrant. First quadrant, got that? Because anything less than, if I subtract it from 90, let's say we can subtract 1, it will become 89. 89 is quadrant, first quadrant. Let's say I subtracted 30, 60, answer is first quadrant again. But the thing is how it works. Now let's say the next one, 90 plus theta. 90 plus theta, which quadrant? Second quadrant. But the thing is how it works. No doubt as how it works. Remember all these things. You tell me. I'll already tell you. 270 minus theta. Third quadrant. You first find what? 270. Okay. Guys, understand? Plus meaning you go with the flow. What was the flow? Anti-clockwise. Minus meaning you go opposite. That's all. Getting it? Now the flow is like this. You start here, you came here, found 270. If it is a plus, I'll go here. But what was the question I asked you? Minus. You were here, you come behind. What quadrant? Third quadrant. Okay? That is one logic. Or if you're still getting confused, assume the value of theta to be something. Let's say 10 or 20. 270 minus theta was the question. 270 minus 10, assume. It will be how much? 260. 260 like somewhere here. Okay? Assumption part is like initially okay, but it's like more condition next. Not important. Fine. Let's try one more. 180 minus theta. Second quadrant. Getting it? So now I'll ask you a question. You tell me two answers. First answer you will tell me which quadrant. Second you will tell me in that quadrant what and what is positive. Got the thing as how it works? For example, if I ask you this question, the answer was the question was 180 minus theta. You told me second quadrant. Also, the answer is sine and cosecant because in second quadrant both of them are positive. Agree? Any doubt here? Do not write. Any doubt here? No. I'll take it off. Okay. Let's solve that one. Whatever you tell me, I'll write. First question is everything should happen in the mind. No drawing things and all. Okay, we'll cross check. Which quadrant?
Third quadrant.
Think.
Third quadrant.
In third quadrant, what and what is positive? God. Let's go back. God. 180 plus theta was the question. You go to 180. Understand that's why people get confused here. You should understand that the angle should be fixed in your minds. Okay. 180 is here. Plus theta. You go with the flow. The flow stops at the third quadrant. At the third quadrant, tan and cot are positive. So the answer is tan and cot. But the thing is that's how it works. First quadrant.
Everything.
All. Everything is correct, but technical words.
Second quadrant. Sine
Sine and
cosecant.
cosecant. Now I'll ask one thing. I'll try to frame an actual question. They'll be like, this is what will be framed in your exam. Okay. First of all, what should you ignore? Should you ignore this? You should first look at this part. Now do you realize that's why I thought this part first, and then you will think about that part. Okay. Always the number first, the bracket first. You tell me 180 plus theta. What quadrant? Third quadrant. In third quadrant, what and what has to be positive? Tan and cot. Look at your question right now. Is tan positive? So you write plus tan something. Now what is the something? Little later I teach you, but something. So plus tan something. Got the logic as how it works? No doubt. By chance, I write tan 180 minus theta. First of all, 180 minus theta. Which quadrant? Think 180 is somewhere there. Minus meaning you won't go with the flow, you will go against the flow. Correct? Second quadrant. In second quadrant, tan is. Sine and cosecant are positive. Correct? But is tan positive? No. Which means tan is negative. Should I write sine and cosecant here? No. Question says tan. I'm just here to check if tan is positive or negative. So since tan was negative, you put a minus and copy the what? Tan. Something. Got that? So it works. Any doubt here? No? Let's try one more.
That's first. First one.
360 plus theta, which quadrant?
First quadrant.
360 plus theta, first quadrant. In the first quadrant, cos is plus cos something. Correct? Wait. positive secant. So the answer is plus secant something. Got this? No doubt in the logic here. If you see the full slide, I used 180 degree, 360 degree. Both these the reason I used this because I could have used 90 or 270 also. 90 and 270. Think like this. Guys, in 90 and 270, ignore the zeros. Both of them are what numbers? Even or odd? Odd. In 180 and 360, ignore the zeros. Even or odd? Even. So can I tell 180 and 360 are even? 270 and 90 are odd. It won't make sense to a teacher because everything is even only here because 0 is there. But how should you think? How should you think? Without the zero thing. And whatever is even, whatever is odd, you'll be able to understand. Is this a trick? It is a trick. Okay. For odd, something else happens here. For even, one thing does not happen. What are these things that I'll teach you right now? Got the meaning of even and not there? That's how it works. You should not think with the zero. You think without the zero. That is when you get the actual thing. Because with the zero, everything is odd. Everything is even. Okay. So always think without the zero. Now, without the zero, this is even. Cool. So basically, 180 and 360 will be even. 2 even, 2 odd. Odd will be 9 and 27. But the thing as how it works. No doubt here. Fine. Write the heading as ASTC rule. Write this. Copy this. It's homework, they gave. What they thought is called it's only the thought.
Physics that we finished with the graphs. Then
Only one teacher till now.
it's a class teacher.
What's the name?
IB RIPY. Ribi right hand.
Ah.
Hey, she's a Christian.
Here. Chemistry. Pinante.
Chemistry Akshatama. And for computer, it's Fifi Francis.
Fifi?
Fifi Francis.
Ah.
What do you think? Is it sir or madam?
I don't know. Don't know.
Looks like a sir. Actually, she's a madam.
Okay. Looks like a sir.
The day sir.
Fifi. Fifi, yeah.
He's a Tamilian baby.
Hey, Malayalam Fifi.
PB. FIFIE. Come school. Come school.
ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಫಿಫಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಯಾರೋ ಅದು ಚೈನೀಸ್ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ what is color no like they have initials
Oh, sir, we didn't know.
her name is Fifi right what do you call it Vardhan Allah. You got the distinction between the odd and even. Wait. I'll give you 3 questions. You will solve this. Don't worry. So totally 6 questions. Let's solve together. You help me step by step. Again, I'll teach you one extra step when solving this. First of all, the first question says don't write. Sine of 270 minus theta. Where do we start saying? The bracket first or the ratio first? The bracket. 270 minus theta. You tell me what quadrant? The third quadrant. Sure. 270 minus theta is in the third quadrant. Okay. Go back to my question. In the third quadrant, check. Is sign positive or negative?
Negative.
We will put a minus. Correct? Let's say that's what's going to happen. They didn't give the answer for this. Yeah. Okay. Careful inside the bracket you look. 27 is there. Even or odd? Odd. Right, a rule, right? If it is odd inside the bracket. If it is odd inside the bracket. Okay, maybe after odd, put brackets and write 90 and 270. Make more sense. 90 and 270. Inside the bracket, put a comma. We change the ratio. We change the ratio. Now listen, what not to get confused, I tell you. So can I tell at this point of time, your bracket is, our bracket is helping me find the sign here. That's all. Once you write the sign, you should cross-check. The number inside the bracket, is it odd or even? It is odd in this case. If it is odd, according to our rule, it should change. Okay. Usually, when we talk about usually, don't talk about today's class, usually in trigonometry, after sign, you learn about what ratio? Cos. So because sine and cosine are co-angles or co-ratios. Coordinate ratio, basically, for co-ratios. So if it is sine, it becomes cos. But that's how it works. I tell you what people get confused. They write cosecant. No. Cosecant is a reciprocal ratio. I'm not talking about reciprocal. Reciprocal will not come into picture here at all. Okay. Reciprocal will get over, the concept of reciprocal gets over in the diagram itself. No pulling it forward. That's all. Here, once you're trying to solve question, it's always what we learn regularly. Okay. So the answer will not be cosecant, it will be cos. Got that? That's how it works. Now, here I thought it will be plus cos something. No. That something is nothing but theta. Why theta? Whatever is there in the second term. So let's say it was 60 degrees. So it will be minus cos 60. But the thing is, as how it works, you'll get used to it a little more. First of all, in the next question, let's get a little smarter here. Inside the bracket, odd or even, first of all. Keep that in mind. Okay. Now, look at the whole bracket. Okay. Sorry. I forgot to ask a question. If it is odd, ratio changes or remains the same? That happens at the end, it happens. But I'll look at the full bracket right now. You tell me. 270 plus theta, which quadrant?
Fourth quadrant.
In fourth quadrant, cos is correct. So the bracket helped me get the sign. Done. Now, I go back inside the bracket. Odd number, ratio changes or remains the same? Cos and what are using to spoken about each other? Sign. Something is only the sign here. That's all. Now again, 270 plus theta, what quadrant? Fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, tan is negative. Fourth quadrant is negative. Put a minus. Done. I go back into the bracket again. 270, odd or even? Odd. Tan changes or remains the same? Changes. Usually tan and odd. It is just a coincidence that both are reciprocal ratio. Just a coincidence. Okay. We talk about regular trigonometry here. Cot something. It's something. You know here? Here. Odd or even? If it is even, no change. Sine, cos, tan. That's the difference. Okay. Let's imagine this will be 180. Even or odd? 180. Even. Changes or remains the same? Remains the same. Okay. Now. in fourth cos I put a plus done which means tan same changes. View is 0. Right. What do you do?
I use zero mode of that.
Zero. It's as 0. Stop. People online 2 minutes, huh?
Then what? Then by the
How is the ultimate?
limited, sir. And I do it.
What ultimate is? Okay. Let's try this again. The bracket is going to help me if it is positive or negative. First of all, 90 minus theta, which quadrant? First quadrant, sign is positive. I put a plus there. Now I go back inside the bracket. 90, 9 is odd or even? Odd changes or remains the same? Changes. Sign becomes cos something.
Theta.
Got that? Again, 90 minus theta, which quadrant? In first quadrant, cos is. Hey, first quadrant, man. 90 minus theta is what? First quadrant only, no? In first quadrant, everything is positive. So cos will be plus. Now, I go back into the bracket again. Odd or even? Odd. Cos changes and remain the same. Changes. Becomes? Sin what? Got that? Again, 90 minus theta, which quadrant? First quadrant. In first quadrant, tan is positive. Go back inside the bracket. 90 minus odd. Odd number tan change to what? Not what? Got that? Wait.
Then what do we have?
Cosecant plot, all these things we know from the first. Keep the phone, that's it. Yeah, keep it. You won't get network inside. Yeah, I don't get better, I'll get better. Ornala. 360, listen. 360 minus theta, guys. We'll repeat this again. 360 minus theta, which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, cos is, you put a plus there. Go back inside the bracket. 36, odd or even? Even number, no change. Write the cos as it is, something, theta. Same, Diraj, nothing else. Learn the procedure. 360 is nothing but an even number. The ratio remains the same. That's the only logic. I'm doing something with positive only. Wait, that's it. Yeah, we'll try this. Diraj, 360. Guys, focus. The bracket helps me gives the sign. 360 plus theta, which quadrant? First quadrant. First quadrant. In the first quadrant, sign is positive. Done. Go back inside the bracket. 36. Even number. Ratio. Sign something. What that? 360 plus theta. First quadrant. First quadrant. First is. Go back inside the bracket. 36. Even. Ratio. Cross something. Got that? 360 plus the first quadrant. Tan in first quadrant is positive. Even. Ratio remains the same. Tan something. Tan theta. Viraj, what is that? Negative, opposite one. You change in negative. Positive, nothing changes. You just copy paste. That's it. It will take some time. No worries. Let's try this. 90 plus theta. Done. Squared.
Second, sorry.
Second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sign is positive, negative. You put a plus. That's all. Come back into the bracket. 9. Odd or even? Odd. In odd, ratio changes, remains the same. Sign becomes cross what? Got that? Next. Titus, you tell me the answer. Full answer, tell me. 90 minus.
Let's say, but everything is positive.
90 minus theta is correct.
Everything is
All wrong here.
Yes. Let's see if that's
Okay. See. Same question. Two different answers. That's right. Hey. And of course, for it, everything is positive. So you put a plus. Then go back into the bracket. 9 is odd or even? Odd. In odd, ratio changes. Cos becomes sine what? Correct? Give one to tan. Tan 90 minus theta. Take the final answer. Tan 90 minus theta. Final answer.
plus theta.
Correct, huh? Plus cot theta. 90 minus theta what? Quadrant. First quadrant tan is? Right? First quadrant tan is positive or negative? How? That's all. Go back inside the bracket. 9 is negative, positive. Negative, tan, odd or even? You are confusing me. 9 is odd or negative? Odd or even? It's odd. If it is odd, the ratio becomes
Cos.
cot what? Theta. ಅದಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ
So we did one in magnifier.
What?
Very avamana. This fellow, you know how long they gave us 5 minutes help to defense story. On top of it, we had to find actors. This fellow,
He wanted a
he rented one.
He said he rented
Okay, this fellow, he bought an old laptop, Pentium. That is one 2-processor laptop, and that oldest generation. Install app if it took time, no Wi-Fi. It took what?
ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ. This is a good story to tell later. That's how we started on. Actually. We didn't try with 180, no? Try all the this write this one and try. Give me the answer, final answers for all the things. Yes or no? Actually, I thought you get formal projects.
Well, I don't again. Samba where that again and normal zeros and they're like we can't wear Chinese color. Chinese color half skin.
Half color.
Like
Yeah, very
will
formal.
not be there.
Yeah. Only ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಇರ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ sorry.
We did some Tamil directors. Next one. Lokesh. I find it to be honest. That fellow, we wanted to know. This fellow went and went and asked something. Asked how much time he spent. End of the day, he got a teeth person. And you know what he made us say? It was supposed to be scripted it as something. I have to solve.
Exactly.
He made me good role for that character. I had an understanding.
Okay, pa.
It's like exactly.
180 plus theta, which quadrant?
Third quarter.
The third quadrant sign is
Negative.
plus minus. Okay. Go back inside the bracket. 18. Odd or even? Even. Ratio changes, remains the same. Sign something. Got that? Again, 180 minus theta now. What quadrant? Second quadrant. In second quadrant, cos is negative. Go back inside the bracket. Cos is negative. Even. If it's like that.
You do it slow.
I am doing it properly because of you. Even the ratio doesn't change or does it changes? Doesn't change. Which means cos as it is what? 180 plus theta, what quadrant? In third quadrant tan is? This is even number. So tan doesn't change. Got that? Any doubt till now? No? Right. Copy. If you want to practice a little more, just write the questions now and you only fill out answers. Don't copy the answers. Just copy the question, fill out the answers.
Sir, windows super and super.
Second, they won't. There is usually won't catch. First, they will. Just let me know once you guys are done with this set. Done? This set. I think we'll solve using secant, cosecant, and part one set will solve. Secant 360 plus theta. Focus. 360 plus theta. What quadrant? Quadrant. Secant is positive. Go back inside the bracket. 36. Even. Ratio? Same. Secant what? Got that? Let's go with this. 360 degree minus theta. Fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, cosecant. Perfect. Go back inside the bracket. 36. Even. As it is. Theta. Correct? 360 plus theta. What quadrant? First quadrant. Go back into the bracket. 36 is even. Cot what? Got that? Now. That's right. 90 minus theta. First quadrant. Cosecant is? Okay. Go back inside the bracket. 9 is? 9 is odd. If it's odd, cosecant. 2.
Sine.
Secant. That's what I'm telling you. Reciprocal barbardo. That reciprocal is only in what? In that graph. Only in the graph the reciprocal thing. And anything else is the regular trigonometry. Cosecant, secant, cot, tan, secant, cosecant, like that. Okay. Okay. Minus odd. Odd means that you change. Cosecant becomes secant something theta. Perfect. 270 plus theta. Which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Cot is? Yay. Cos is positive. Cot is negative. Go back inside the bracket. 27 is odd. So we cot becomes tan something theta. Got that? Now 270 minus theta. Third quadrant secant. Got that? In the third quadrant, what is positive? Tan and cot. Remember that. Okay. Minus should change, no? Why? Odd. Cosecant what? Got that? (180 minus theta). Second quadrant. In the second quadrant, cot is. We go back inside the bracket. 18. Even. You are the reason. You are the reason. Okay, I got confused. Everybody got confused. 18 is even. Even we don't change. Meaning? What? Got that? 90 minus theta. First quadrant cos is. Cos becomes? Getting it? Next. What quadrant? First quadrant. First quadrant. Sin is? Even. So, same. Getting it? 270. Fourth.
70 plus.
Fourth quadrant. Cosecant is? Third. What's positive fourth quadrant?
I have been going. So I had discovered random question.
Random, no, it's a logic question.
That
In the fourth quadrant, what is positive?
percentage.
Cos and secant. ASTC da. ASTC.
I'm getting was so secant today.
You don't know correctly. 270 plus is the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, cosecant is negative. 27 is a what number? Odd number. Odd number cosecant secant becomes secant theta. 90 plus theta, what quadrant?
Second quadrant. It's a quadrant to ask an answer. That's why I'm very bad.
Theta. 90 plus theta, second quadrant. The second quadrant tan is? What's positive in second quadrant?
Minus
secant.
Hey,
Cosecant and sin.
what? Sin and cosecant.
Minus 9 is what number?
What?
Tan becomes? Got that? Copy this. Any doubt, huh? No. You'll get confused obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Reverse order is going.
And take clockwise, that's all.
What does 55 minus 3 come?
Like andre 55 can't be. At the corner. Who's to do something on? Oh, minor.
Right.
Carry the same books tomorrow. It was what the sixth subject, no? Who are you guys writing in this book then? Hey, tell us.
Normal.
500 rupees are there.
Oh, sir. Trial but one.
CD ವರ್ಷ ಬರ್ತದ್ರು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾಡೋದೇನೆ buy 2 books basically, one for year, one for college.
That's
So-
college we are not.
Hey, that is our college. Our subject, our books. Also, our one book. 4 and 2. But the problem is every teacher is going to expect you to keep different.
Correction.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ. Where orientation tomorrow? Like in college or auditorium? College. I don't know. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಕ್ಕ ಇದೆ. BIT campus.
Yes, ma'am.
No, BIT campus they have a own, they have auditorium. Too big. That's why we have a fest going.
Auditorium fest.
There it goes on. Hey, that is the air crash all will happen. You don't know all cancer culture for the First I'm telling you right now, once you go to class, orientation is they're going to take you to class tomorrow, no? Yeah, they will. They will. I think they'll display your name along with your class and section. PCMB A or B or you are E, no? It will be either E or ECS, something like that. You'll go there. First step and put a word. You know, going for orientation, how it happens. They'll make you sit in the classroom. Teachers will come and talk and go. Other colleges have auditorium. You don't have it, no? So I think tomorrow they'll come and tell you attendance 100% they'll tell you. Like, okay, 51, 95 they'll tell. 65 yeah. Then guys, the same books will continue with this tomorrow. Today I what then? Don't write it, learn. Okay, just make sure you don't get confused. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant.
Sir, vectors will be physics only, no?
And no, physics. Let's talk about physics. You want tomorrow? I think it's fun. You're going Guardian, you know? Fine. Tomorrow, same book you guys carry on. People online, see you. Bye.